Hello, guys. How are you today?
Good.
Good.
How
How
you
you
doing?
doing?
I'm good. I'm in a Sasquatch kind of mood. I got to tell you, I'm still processing this film. David, I want to start with you because you write this. You guys had a short, and now you make this into a feature. When did obsession start with Sasquatches?
We've been obsessed with Bigfoot since we were kids. In the same way a lot of people were. In the especially in the '70s and '80s. It was both. It's part of American mythology, but there's also like a pop culture icon. In its own way, it was on some TV and film. And since being from Canada, I want to name drop the greatest TV show from Canada ever, The Littlest Hobo,
Hello.
yes, it's the greatest. And they had an episode with Bigfoot in it. I don't know if you ever saw that one,
I
but
did. Oh, I
yeah,
was obsessed with that show growing up.
it's the greatest show. It's the greatest show. We could talk about that for hours. But yeah, they had a Bigfoot episode. But it was just so many shows were incorporating Bigfoot into them, and it was just part of the zeitgeist, and so we've just always been obsessed with it.
Okay, so Nathan, David writes this script with you in mind. Not only you're directing and co-writing and all that, but he writes it with you in mind as a Sasquatch. So, do you take that as a compliment, an insult, or maybe because he's getting back at you for something that you have to wear this, this costume the whole time? I mean, come on, spill the beans on that.
No, I mean, yeah, we've been doing movies since we were kids, and most of the time we were dressing up in weird costumes and stuff. And so, like, I was flattered that he had me in mind for this role. I mean, I have the height for it. So
He was born to play it, yeah. And he's done it before, too.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it in a couple of other things that we've done, but this was the most sophisticated costume. And
Yeah.
all of the actors, we had the same excitement about being able to work like this, because it's very rare that you get to go through this process and with this level of skill for this type of film, where it's not where you're still under all that makeup, but you're front and center every frame. It's about you as a character in that makeup, and not just the makeup off to the side serving some other purpose for the story. The story is surrounding this creature.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love the fact, I mean, you get Jesse Eisenberg, you get Riley Keough. I mean, honestly, I had to really look very hard to find them. So kudos for the makeup department,
That's
honestly,
great.
because they're doing everything with their eyes expression. So David, is it true that you guys went to like Sasquatch boot camp? Because how do you get into the mindset of a Sasquatch? Seriously.
Well, it was a combination of things. We kind of used. I mean, the fact that Nathan had been obsessed forever. It was less research and just naturally out of our own personal interest. By osmosis, we took in elements of like the kind of the baseline of what people consider to be Bigfoot behavior, and then we got Jesse brought in a movement coach. That they all worked with extensively to kind of create a uniformity to their physicality and vocalizations, and just to get everyone in their comfort zone as well is really essential for that. Just everyone to let their guard down and just feel comfortable allowing themselves to go feral and be vulnerable in that way. And then and we pulled inspiration beyond that. It was kind of this pastiche of other Bigfoot footage, a lot of primate footage and nature documentaries and that sort of thing.
So Nathan, obviously no dialogue other than grunting. How do you differentiate, I don't know, a sex grunt from a being mad grunt, from a being happy grunt? How do you express that?
When we were working out the vocalizations, we kept like the actual words or whatever, the grunts, pretty simple. But just in common language, there's inflection of high pitched and low pitched, and forcefulness, and so it was actually really easy once we got our heads around it, of like how to have a language without having words, if that makes sense. And
It's intuitive for you.
yeah, very intuitive.
Well,
Yeah.
I understood it. I really did. Like after the first 10 minutes, I was like, I'm really understanding what these guys are going through.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. If I ever bump into a Sasquatch in northern Canada, I'll know how to act now, right?
Yeah. Well, that was crucial to us, and as you know, just you know, so it was, and what was most interesting. That's why we didn't want it to be through the perspective of humans. We really wanted to focus on the interior lives of them, so that you can to establish you know, to relate a relatability, find some aspect of their existence where there's a semblance of relatability. And empathy, you know, for them, and then, you know, by connecting on that level, then, you know, you hopefully go along for the ride through, you know, the whole spectrum of the human condition expressed, you know, through their plight.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, guys. It's really, really quite unique and a really, really great job. So congratulations and kudos to you, Nathan, for just wearing that. Honestly, that's an award in itself. Thanks for your time. I really
Thank you. We
Awesome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
Okay, bye, guys.